Hey guys, UnoPro here, back with another S-Rank gameplay. Today we have another new deck for you, a Cyphron deck, and a Cyphron we haven't actually played before, so it was very exciting to play this on stream yesterday. So we built the deck yesterday, trying to really focus on what were the strengths of Vitruvian and kind of come up with a game plan against what we know of the meta so far. The deck went pretty well, it looks very strong. We got to rank 3 with it multiple times and came pretty close to going a bit higher. I think we did drop off a little bit at the end when we were playing at 5 AM, a little bit tired. Seems to be a bit of a common theme, but we did very well with it. Definitely can't complain. So, I'll quickly go over the deck. The idea of the deck is we just really wanted to be playing threats, we're going to be proactive, and playing high value minions basically the whole way through. Against aggro, we have some stuff that kind of, we play it and then it's really hard for them to deal with, and then we have some stuff that's good against control. So, the 2-drop package, we are running the Golem package. I think this is pretty important just to give you a good early game. With this deck, you really want to be ahead early game so you feel comfortable just dropping your threats. And the Golem package is very good at doing that. Plus, we have the First Wishes and the Blood Tears. These are just pretty generically good and help us get lower onto the ground. The 2 Rushers was something we didn't have originally, but there was a decent amount of artifacts, but mainly just because we wanted interaction at the 2 mana. This is the most flexible. It's more flexible than Bone Swarm, so I think I quite like this. 3 Portal Guardian, this is one of the big reasons to be playing Vitruvian. Same with Elemancer. These 2 cards are very good. At 9 health, Portal Guardian was insane. At 8, it's still very good. We're not really trying to maximize Portal Guardian's value, but you don't need to. It's 8 health, it's a massive threat, your opponent's going to be scared of it anyway. And occasionally you can get off some big ones when you go with the Golem stuff. Duelyst, I mean, a lot of our stuff still does spawn 2 minions, just a bit slow. Duelyst, it's very similar to Elemancer. It gives us some redundancy at the 4-drop. We know on turn 4 we can play quite a durable 4-drop that has high value. So this is kind of the more proactive card, and when it's a little bit more even, often Duelyst is good. I really like having both. 3 Blood of Air, this is our other interaction. Now, I honestly could say single unless it's actually been surprisingly not that needed. There's kind of been not that many big minions that we really want to, but I think this is pretty good. This has saved us a lot of games that we otherwise would have lost. And this is because of that reason that we haven't actually seen it that much. I'm not playing Sandswirler. Combined with the nerf, I don't actually think we need it. And I actually found that 2 Dancing Blades was actually better a lot of the time. Because since our Blood of Air is sitting in our hand so often, we don't really need something that kind of does the same. If Sandswirler is good, then Blood of Air is often going to be good. And, you know, we kind of have this redundancy in our hand, whereas often, if there's Blood of Air or Dancing Blades, one of them is going to be good, because they function quite differently in what they're good against. So I actually really like the Dancing Blades. This spot is definitely one of the flex spots of the deck. I actually consider the Starfire Scab, because we just wanted to play a bunch of threats that are hard to deal with. It's really good against Magma. That's a big thing we were trying to focus on, beating Magma. So the next is Kron. Now, Kron was a card I was kind of surprised how good it was. I did remember how good it was at 6 health. At 5 health, I think it's still very good. And it's just a nice proactive threat at the 5-drop. So again, we have a little bit of redundancy in that we have like just kind of good generic 5-drops, but Dancing Blades is a little bit more reactive, and Kron's more proactive, and a good play potentially with Celebrant on turn 2 when you go first. Then our late game is the 2 of the Grapnel Paradigm. This honestly could be correct. Maybe it's a 3 of. I found it actually wasn't doing that much. But the MVP of the deck, the Swarm King Scarab, I'll move it just in case you can't actually see. So we're running 3 of that. This guy is just an absolute powerhouse. You know, I've come up with a million different nicknames. I'm not sure which one I had. Like the most, I think the Swarm Daddy or the Scarab Daddy was one of the better ones. It's so good. Like, if you just untap with this, if you get to have a liver turn, it's so good, and it's actually not that vulnerable at the moment. Vitruvian can like Blood of Air it. That's basically their only out. And even then, if you position it right, it's not always a big deal. And accounting for Blood of Air, like Blood of Air is not that good if you play around it, because they spend their whole turn, you spend your whole turn basically. It's a trade-off, but you were the one who had a chance to win the game if they didn't have that card. And against Magma, it dodges Rebuke, it dodges Plasma Storm. You want to play it out of Egg Morph range anyway. You can definitely play it out of natural selection range. It's very, very good against Magma and like Zaran and stuff. You just grind out the matchup with this. So I think this card is actually insane. And actually looking at the list, you can kind of see this is almost just like pay to win. Cyphron. We've got all the legendaries up here. Epics for all our minions. The early game is rares and stuff, but yeah, this is pretty pay to win. So, let's see how we go with the deck. Whatever this is. Alright. And we will get in. So I think we did drop down a little bit on the ladder at the end of the day, but for the most part we are still decently high ranked. Now I did actually, sorry I apologize for this, I don't normally get this stuff up, but there is something I want to show you guys, which I'll show you, I can show you now. So we actually got our sub button for the first time ever yesterday, and we hit our sub goal, and I was going to pay to have our Reaver Small emote done, but then after we had our sub goal, Dresbo just made this for us. So that's going to be our sub emote, which you can get now, which I think is really, really awesome. So I just want to show it off because it's so cool. And Reaver Smorking is a big part of the stream. So if we go this, we can play. So we Celebrate Math we need to really think about. Okay, so we play Metallurgist on the thing. We go to 2 mana. Play this 1 mana. It doesn't work. Only at 1 mana. We can't play this. There's not a way. I'm pretty sure the way it works is there's not a way to play 3 golems unless you have 2 Metallurgists. That's naive. I think I'd rather just go for the board presence. Okay, so we found the third one, which is pretty insane. And you can actually like steal their mana tile and stuff like that. Okay, so we go Allergist. We're at 2 mana. We play an Allergist for 1 mana. That makes the Celebrant cheaper, so we can even Celebrant behind us or something like that. Let's get rid of the Portal Guardian. It's probably better to do that. No, it's not better to do that. We'd rather Celebrant, I think. So Allergist. So if we do this, now we have to play the Allergist next. I think we'll just take the mana tile. We can actually play all 4. No, we can't. We could find a blood tier or something with this if we play this. I don't have a 5-drop to ramp him, but I probably will find one if I do this. Yeah, we'll just do this. We could find First Wish or something. I mean, the Celebrant would have been nice if we... The Celebrant was nice if we had a 5-drop we wanted to really make sure we ramp into. Now we can't actually ramp into a 5-drop unless they're both Allergists live, which they won't, but we didn't have one, and this allows us to draw into a Blood Tier or a First Wish, which would have been pretty good, I think. So I think this is fine. We have a nice 4-drops in our deck. And ramping into a 6-drop with this deck is also very powerful. Sure, that is so fine. That means it's not going on a Swarm King, or we can't ramp with the Celebrant, but I mean, who cares? Get rid of the Celebrant now. Okay. Really would like to turn that into a 3/3. Yeah, gives us, we lose the option to ramp in a 6, but we don't need to ramp in a 6. This is worth it. Allomancer is better than Duelyst because we're being proactive. Positioning wise, maybe just here. Don't really think like Grasp of Agony stuff or anything like that can matter, but I don't want him to run away. I even thought about keeping it here so his general has to stay here to attack this. because then he could have had this square. That could have been incorrect. This is fine. So we have like Blood Tier, another Elemancer. Seems pretty good. Slightly annoying spawn. Gonna get rid of the Duelyst. Think we'll find other threats. Yeah, so I mean we just trade in, play an Elemancer and a Blood Tier. I mean, we could First Wish, but it's better to play the Blood Tier, I think. We should have plenty of cards and value, so we don't need to worry about playing a Blood Tier as negative card advantage. This is fine. When you have the golems, draw with the golems, it's pretty fun to just spew out your hand. Yeah, so we definitely were right to play the draw golem the first turn. We'd have 2 less cards here. Well, 1 less card. But it's pretty key. We shouldn't have played the Blood Tier there though. That was pretty dumb. Not a big deal though. Yeah, okay. I mean, maybe he should have traded in the 4, because now he gives us the thing. Unless he has a dispel. That's okay. Yeah, probably just want one with more health. We could Blood of Air, one of the Sarlacs if we wanted to. I'm gonna First Wish on this, I think. I probably will replace. Unless we draw Kron. But I'd rather draw a 6-drop. I want a chance to draw a 6-drop. I'm gonna get rid of the Blood Tier. Okay, so we'll buff this so it can't die to another general attack. Would like to. This isn't doing much if we position. He already has another one. Blood of Airing seems kind of bad. So we could just Portal Guardian. Or even just a Dancing Blades. I think I just like Portal Guardian. Could Portal Guardian Rush-Ars him in the face and smoke. I think I like it, honestly. The Frenzy artifact isn't an issue. Gives our Portal Guardian 1 attack, which is nice. Like, we're not really a small deck. We don't have out of hand damage normally, but we should have enough 5-drops and stuff that we don't really want to do it. Not sure about that. I think it's fine. Just pressure him out. So positioned like this with our General and our Elemancer to stop this having any free hits, which is obviously pretty good. It's not a bad one. Just 7 health on. It's always good. I think the First Wish on that was really good though. Banishing, sure. I think with this Bloodborne spell is it deals 2 damage to your general, so like we're getting actually close to killing him. So I mean, we have lethal if this thing lives. He doesn't have a removal spell. Okay. Well, it's pretty fine though. He's using a lot of cards. We have 7. This has 3. I think we're gonna play the Kron here and protect it with our General. Replace the Dancing Blades. Could also see replacing the other one. So there's a little bit of a question. We're not playing the Sullivan, that's for sure. So do we do this? It's bad if we get a Grapnel, but I think it's just fine. I'm not really worried about dying. But if we find a Grapnel, we're probably just happy to steal Sarlacc. Like, it's probably a pretty win more to play around it. We did find it, but I don't really want to steal a 2/4 anyway that much. So the Frenzy artifact, if he's running it, is not that bad. The nearby minions attack of the general is fine. Pretty good against most things here. Guess you could have the Necrotic Sphere. Yeah, it's pretty good, but we kill him. So I guess it's not pretty good, but it's one of the better efforts. EMP is definitely very good against our deck. Alright. Cool. Deck looked pretty good. As you can see, it's not the most crazy deck. You kind of just play out your big value threats. But there is definitely some nuance to it. And I think the skill just kind of comes from the fact that it's a deck in the card game Duelyst, rather than the deck being super intricate. But you have, I mean, actually, there's a surprisingly amount of decisions. There really is. But I think that's just every deck in Duelyst, really. You are kind of playing a very honest Duelyst, though. Like, you only have a few spells, so you got to use your resources wisely. Like, minion positioning matters a lot, because if you start with your minion positioning, they can like avoid attacks for your thing. You have no way to get them in. They're not doing much if they're not attacking a lot of them. It's good old honest Duelyst. So the idea of this deck is that it should be good against Magmar, should be against stuff like Zoran. It's been fine against Songhai. No, it's good against Songhai unless they have like the mantra stuff. The mantra stuff can be a bit of a pain. Even then, we do run Rushars and Blood Tears and stuff, so should be fine. I mean, maybe against the really good Songhai players, it could be a bit unfavorable because we are pretty slow. Like if I was playing Artifact High, I probably wouldn't actually expect to be favored against this deck. But there's some tools. And the Songhai has to play really well for it to be too bad. Alright, Cyphron Mirror. Really like Blight of Air in this matchup if he's playing something similar. I might get rid of the Bond Golem. I think Portal Guardian's a really good card in this matchup. Maybe we get rid of one Portal Guardian. Interesting. I'm not sure if we keep the second Portal Guardian or keep the Swamp King. Okay, so here's Artifact. That makes me want to keep the Swamp King. Get rid of the Portal. Should get rid of the Blight of Air against Artifact. So do we play it here or here? He has artifacts. I don't want to let him get a free hit, even though he's probably he might run away and blast us. If he runs away and blasts us, it doesn't really matter where we have it too much, because we still get to ramp. Maybe we should actually play it here, because now we could have ramped into 6. Damn, he's going face. Interesting. Dialtus isn't doing much. I'd rather play Allomancer. Yeah, we should have just done it here, I guess. Okay, not much to talk about here. I don't know, like, giving him a free attack on our Portal Guardian is pretty bad though, right? And this isn't really that bad. We can just try and go Swamp King into Swamp King. Into Swamp King. That gets there. We can do all 3 Swamp Kings. So is he trial? I didn't even check. Yeah, he is trial. That makes a lot of sense. I mean, I don't think you run artifacts without trial in Cyphron. Shit, man. It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage. I mean, I'll get rid of a Swarm King. I don't think we need 3. Huh. I mean, he can just kill the Swarm King. But it's probably fine. We'll break his artifact if he does. I think it's fine. We just play another one. Like, oh man. If he has time Maelstrom, we're just dead. That Hexblade was pretty crazy. I don't think we could have done anything about that though. I mean, there's probably a way we could play to not be dead to time Maelstrom, but I don't think it's correct. Like, we could go Swarm King there or something. Maybe it's better, right? I don't know. He blasts anyway. Yeah. He probably bad. Just play to it like I don't. Yeah, I think playing into it's fine. Not sure. Like, he's had a pretty insane start, right? This into this into this. It's like a perfect curve. Yeah, trading's fine, right? But we don't blast back. Oh yeah, blast is still on counter attack. What am I talking about? We should have just played it there. Maybe. I'm not sure. I think this is actually fine. This might have been better still. Give him less options. It's been a while since I've seen blast against blast. You don't have my number. Song stuff in my head. I think I like just another Swarm Daddy. Let me just keep this hand. Just play it to maximize the swarm. The further back it's better it is. Attack him with the Bloodtail. Probably not, because he wants to attack him with this. And if he plays another artifact, we want to kill it with the Bloodtail. Try and kill it. I mean, hopefully he doesn't have another Blood of her. You just use one. Maybe we should have kept the third Swarm King. I mean, this next turn is pretty fine. Don't think the Grapnel's going to be great. Blood of her. Oh, shame. Maybe we should have kept the third one. I mean, it was hard to see in like such a fast-paced match that it was going to be good. I mean, so if he grapnels, we just grapnel back, so it's fine. Right. So we just keep this hand. You can still uphold a Guardian, but we still are back, so who cares? You can't steal out on that Mantle anyway. Otherwise, I would definitely be getting rid of this, but because we need to steal black stuff. He's flying out of there. Yeah, nothing we could have done against that. We didn't have any provokes. We could have looked for a provoke, I guess. This is definitely a bad matchup for the deck, honestly. It's a pretty bad matchup. Like, they can just get out so easily. Ugh. Mode. I'm gonna actually get rid of this. Oh man, it sucks. Just gonna do this. Just wanna have more minions available for if he. Ah, it really sucks, man. We're probably just dead. really sucks we didn't find a minion, but I don't think the grapnel was worth it. We need to have the Rushars. Really sucks. Like we have Crons and stuff. Really good. Guess we should have kept the third Swarm King, though. I don't know. It was really hard to say at the time that we wanted a third Swarm King. Trial is definitely one of the worst matchups for this deck. It just punishes all the slow decks. Bit of Celebrant. Maybe we should have got rid of the bottom there. I didn't think about that. That was very loose. So much better to get rid of the Celebrant. To get rid of the bottom there. Okay, we're playing a bit sloppy. We'll just butter there it. Kind of gonna be relying on drawing into a golem or something. We'll just stay here, threaten the corner. Now at least all the corners are threatened. It shouldn't really matter too much. Yeah. If you go Celebrant, we still have to play Rushars or something, so we can maybe get a Portal Guardian. We only just provoke him or something, that's our only real chance. I mean, he only has 2 cards, he's played a lot of artifacts. We're just kind of on the dodge artifacts plan. Interesting. Doesn't have 2 then. Shroud. Huh, it's pretty annoying. It's low value though. Like. I mean, grapnel doesn't do much here. This is a tough replace. If you don't find a golem. I think it's worth the risk. Okay, nice. Like, we needed to find, like, Crons and stuff. Oh, wow, that was garbage. That was actually terrible. So we have to worry about Frenzy. I think this is fine. Not really that much point playing the Elogist, yeah. No, not much point. If we get a Dream Shaper, we can play everything anyway because it reduces. So if he has 2 artifacts, we're just dead. But he's played a lot of artifacts this game. Can't really be that likely, can he, to have another one? We've used both our Rushars. We haven't found a Cron. That's what we've really been looking for. So I need to provoke him. Okay. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, that's kind of nice that he has to play into our bottom there, I guess. Probably get rid of the Celebrant. Metallurgist is just better. I think. Could be wrong. Okay, Duelyst is nice. He's only got 2 cards. So I'm keeping the Blood Tier here in case he wants to fly away. Definitely do that. We will grab the Manatile just to play our Bloodborne spell since it's like, doesn't matter. I mean, maybe we shouldn't have moved in with that. It's probably bad. Gives him a free frenzy. That was pretty terrible. Yeah, don't ask me why I did that. Oops. Forgot about that. It shouldn't matter too much, but that was just dumb. Wasn't really thinking. But we're going to give him a free frenzy anyway if we want to get the portal god in close, so maybe it's fine. Well, that'll be much better for the Elementor. The Duelyst doesn't do that much here. But again, it's more like about him just dodging artifacts. If we can dodge another artifact this turn, it shouldn't be that hard, right? Could maybe if we can break the... Okay, so he's just got to hold on to that artifact for dear life, which makes sense. Alright. Buff this in case we find Dream Shaper. Kron as well. Okay, we'll get rid of this. Alright. Just gotta dodge it for one more turn. You need to think about frenzy. I think this is fine. I don't really want these two together. Move more central. But I don't want to be in range of blast artifact. Blast artifact an issue. Maybe this is fine. Yeah, we have kind of access to 2 minions in every square, right? There's no square on the board that we can't get with 2 things. Which is fine. So we just need to dodge an artifact again, and we should be able to pop his artifact, and then just slam a threat. Like, he was really long cards, and he used so many artifacts early. We've really just been looking for a Kron. If we found a Kron, we'd be probably in great shape, because we can actually provoke him. I mean, if we just kept that third Swarm King, we'd probably never lose this game. But that was so, like, hard to see, right? Normally, you wouldn't think this would be too grindy. Like, it looked like the game was going to be pretty dynamic. I was surprised how grindy it was. So we kind of played around the blast artifact, but without. Not really, right? Kind of. Nah, there's no point. But we can't really play around the blast artifact because he just gets flying. We need to dodge it for one more turn. Oh man. It's unfortunate. He's out of cards, but if he draws another artifact, we're like screwed. It's unfortunate. The fact that he had the Aurora's Tears makes it really awkward because now we can't kill this artifact. That's enemy minion only. Oh, that's a nice draw. Right. Just play it in his face. He could frenzy us if he gets the flying, but like we're not playing around that. Seems fine. He's only on 1 card. We've still got a chance here. God, we can't find our Krons, can we? I mean, everything else is like kind of similar. It's all just top deck was now. If he gets another artifact, it'd be very unfortunate. We don't really care about this blast here. No, we don't. Unless he has another artifact, then he can frenzy us. Maybe we do care about that blast a little bit. I don't know. I hope he plays a minion. Sort of Tracer. Okay. Like, that's pretty fine. We can grab him a little, we can Blood of Air it now. I mean, I don't even want to I just want to Dancing Blades that. He does have Frenzy. This does nothing. just do this. You can frenzy here, but it's not a big issue. You can blast here, but again, not a big issue. He's only got one card. If we just found Kron, we'd be so good. Such a good spot. Just by provoking his general. If he'd have to dodge another artifact. He's used so many though. I don't know how many runs though. I mean, he still has a fair few on the deck. I could see an argument for just putting the Elementor here, honestly. But, I mean, if he flies away, then we're probably just screwed anyway. This is a very grindy game. It's pretty scary. Attacks for 3, but we kill the blast artifact. We have to take damage with our general if we do. I mean, Blood of Air is now lethal. Blood of Air, lucky. Well, we can't get Kron replaced. It's scary. Blood of Air. Shit. Oh, these draws, man. We can't kill the artifact here, right? It's too risky. It feels so bad not killing the artifact. Maybe we take the 2. No, we can't take the 2. No, we can actually. We should. Oh, yeah, we can. It's like 0 actually. No, it's not. That doesn't. Yeah. That's fine actually. I think we have to play the Dream Shaper, stop his general getting to us. It feels so disgusting. Maybe we didn't have to. Gets a good frenzy off. But I don't think I'm too worried about the frenzy. We should have enough here to just close out the game, right? This doesn't stop the general though. Oh, we shouldn't have moved the Portal Guardian. I'm an idiot. That was dumb. I mean, what does he have that kills us? It was still dumb though. That's one of the worst ones. They're all pretty similar here. Oh, alright. Have the Kron. Clear the artifact. We do just Kron, right? Not much is better. Just do it like this. Surround our general. I'm not sure what could matter, but maybe, boys, maybe. We have the grapnel to steal back the Kron. I don't even think he's running grapnel. Oh, could we actually win this? What can he have? I can't think of anything. Oh, that was a long game, man. That was a grindy one. Oh, man, I got some serious bed hair going on. I did just get out of bed, so that makes sense. I am on PJs. We'll play one more. Oh, wow. That was a really, really weird way for that match to go. Normally the trial, just like either wins or gets run over, but... We made that side positioning with the Portal Guardian in a second, but... Like, he just had so many artifacts, right? And he didn't have any card draw, so he kind of just ran out of artifacts. Like, I think he drew pretty reasonable amount of artifacts, really. I don't think he got too lucky or too unlucky after the start when he was on wild cards. I think he drew in for a pretty average amount of artifacts, I would guess. Not sure. That was a long game, though. Alright. Yeah, so we did stream this deck for about 7 hours yesterday. Played a bit with no HJ. We were in top 5 for most of it, so it was pretty good. I think the deck's very legit. Don't know if this will be the exact way Vitruvian wants to go, but I think it does show that there's some value in just playing the good Vitruvian cards. And it's more of a matter of just finding the best shell for it. This is an interesting hand. I think I'll get rid of the Cron. I would like to find a better 2-drop than this, though. Maybe we can get rid of nah, we'll keep it. We just probably replace whatever we draw in, because we want to go like this into this, or do this and this. Oh shit! Just stepped on my cord. Nearly lost my speakers. Whoops. All good. Okay, so we want to replace one out of the Duelyst and the Allomancer. Not sure which. Which one's better? I mean, Duelyst is good against Varth, but Allomancer, if we're being proactive, is probably better. I think I'll do this. Okay, that's nice. I think I'm going to do this position. This is what I was talking about a lot with Jay. Sullivan's interesting. There's a lot of different options. This gives us the chance to ramp into 5 mana if we replace into something we want to. But that's really just Cron, and we can't replace into Cron. But it's also just good to find it later. So this is like the Wizards list. I mean, we could go Portal Guardian. Celebrant. Quality. If we go here, we play. Miss out on a blood. Portal Guardian, we go to 4. We go here, we go to 4. So 3. Stay at 3. Go to 4, play Portal Guardian. That seems fine. Get rid of the bot. This. 4. So we go to this. Go to 2 mana. Back to 3 mana. Okay, that's better, right? I don't know if playing the golems here even does anything though. I don't think there's a way to get all the Portal Guardian triggers if I'm correct. Maybe this isn't better actually. Because we want a blood here. But it sets up for next turn. Yeah, we probably should have just played, not played Duelyst. I'm not sure. Because we want a blood tier. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, we should have just played the Bond Shape, but that was bad. Bad. That was really bad, actually. That might have been a throw. I mean, it's pretty unfortunate that he got the Plasma Storm reduced, but... okay, Cron's really nice. But yeah, we should have played around that. It was so bad to play that just though. In my head I was like, oh, we can play that instead of, like, we can play that and thing. But it's like, oh, we should just play the blood tier anyway. I think this should be a good match. I probably will actually play the Cron safe, honestly. It's hard for him to kill it if it's safe. I'm gonna trade in here, I think. I want to play the Crown back here. Yeah, I will. It's kind of bad. It sucks against Mercantil. But Cron leads through the Mercantil, so it's probably fine. I mean, there's no reason not to do this first. Because you get the rush one. Oh, we did. Okay. Now we get to play around Mercantor as well. Push more damage. That was really nice. So this plays around Rebuke, this positioning. Plays around Mercantor. That was good. Okay. There's still some hope here, boys. A bit of a step up. We could have had more cards in hand. 2 more cards in hand. Oh man. Look at the Swarm King though. Control Varth is what it should be designed to beat. Oh wow, he's running that. Huh. That sucks. Oh man. Hell. That sucks. So the question is, did he get the finality? We're not dead to finality. He could get a draw if he has another one of these. I'm just thinking if I block with the Scarab or not. It's only really Eggmorph that plays around. I mean, there's like hitting at Mercantor stuff. If he hits it with Mercantor, I mean, he might not even be running Mercantor. I don't know if these lists do. Do we play around Eggmorph? Like, natural selection sucks. I guess natural selection doesn't make a difference. Finality doesn't kill us. Guess we might as well. Plus, it has a higher chance of killing him next turn. Like, it's not that likely we die, right? I don't know if the blocking... I mean, it's decently likely, but I don't think... Yeah. If he hits here, he goes to 5. Is it an Airsphere? Fuck. That's kind of ridiculous. Wow. Are we just gonna lose then? Okay. I mean, I don't think having 2 more cards in hand would have actually helped us then. It was more just he had the perfect answers. Regardless, like Flaming Stampede, double reduced into finality, into the natural selection reduced. Like, his adjudicators were so good though. His adjudicators were so clutch. But yes, I don't think we got too punished for our misplay. But it was definitely a misplay. We'll play one more. It was kind of a non-game. Well, it wasn't a non-game, but... You could definitely see how the Swarm King would be good though. Like, normally we would have something there a lot of the time. And they don't always have the natural selection if you have nothing on board. A lot of minions are bad against the natural selection. I think that should still be a favoured matchup for us. I mean, the Flaming Stampede makes things annoying, but we have stuff like Duelyst and Duelyst and Elemancer, so should be fine. You don't see a lot of control Varth, really. You still mainly see the control Ragnar. Seems like most people would always just play Ragnar or Starhorn now over Varth. You don't see a lot of old Varthy boy. By the way, I should mention the Duelyst Melee tournament is on tonight. Well, there's no point in telling you time. It's going to be uploaded whenever. I don't know the actual time, but when that's on, I'll be streaming it. Interesting format. We're going to come up with some decks, so we'll be streaming beforehand as well for a few hours and hopefully try and figure out a deck plan. And any packs I get, if I win, will be given away, same as last time. I don't think Rush Hours is that good here. I'm going to be proactive. That's a nice start. Chron or Dancing Blades? We probably have to decline to use the mana tile unless we want to go Celebrant. Yeah, we have to just decline to use the mana tile if we want to protect our Allergist. We can keep, maybe replace this thing. This is fine, like we have a couple. Not much point buffing the Allergist. I mean, you could argue not to use the first wish and go Celebrant Metallurgist, or you do it the other way around and don't have the mana tile available. But I think ramping into 5 could be really good, or potentially ramping into 6. I mean, that seems pretty unlikely given the spawns of those dervishes, but seems pretty fine. I think keeping the Cron and the Dancing Blades is like pretty fine. Like gives us options. The 2/5 is pretty good on this board state, right? I mean, Dancing Blade seems good, but I can still see arguments either way. I'm gonna get rid of the Duelyst. Yeah, it has to be Dancing Blades. Like, we replace first because like Dancing Blades would be the default, I think. Does suck we let him get to 5, but shouldn't be too big a deal. Wow, this hand is pretty stacked with value. I think this should probably be a value matchup for True Mirror. He's probably playing like Lost in the Exhuming Sands thing that turns the whole column into a middle row with Ray. But that's 6 mana, right? So he can't do that for 2 turns. What do we replace with the Cron? I'm not sure. I really don't know. Another Cron. It's pretty annoying. It's very annoying. So maybe we just play Cron safe, honestly. We'll just attack. I mean, Cron is nice against Lost in the Desert, which is obviously like what he wants to punish us with, right? But then Cron does get weak. I mean, it's only really if he's playing Astral Phasing. That's not an issue, I don't think. So, I mean, hopefully we can kind of just like close our eyes, tick a Swarm King, and then go into Grapnel. It's fine, right? It's not too bad. Swarm King doesn't die to Lost in the Desert. What's he gonna do here? He's gonna probably trade with his 2/3s. He's just gonna trade the Thunderhorn. That would be nice. Thunderhorn's scary. I think we beat non-Thunderhorn stuff. Hopefully he doesn't move his Promise just too far forward so we can play Swarm King in the middle row. Like, I think Swarm King, Close Our Eyes, Hope It Lives is good. Okay, now he doesn't have the Thunderhorn. I'm a lot less scared. I'd probably play around Lost in the Desert now. Lost in the Desert, like Rush Arts could kill something. Kill our Scarab. But the thing is, it does remove the optimal play. Okay, so since he... probably just need to slam it. It's just awkward. We can't protect it nicely. Guess we could play it up here, right? Because his general can't run away from that. I mean, just playing it here is fine, right? Probably doesn't kill it with damage. If he does, I'd rather he uses his general. A lot of it is annoying, but it's not really that big a deal because he uses his whole turn. Shame. Like, we probably just auto win if he doesn't have Blood of Air. So we're not grapnelling unless we get two things, I don't think. Which was very unlikely to happen. I'm gonna get rid of this. Yeah. So we can Blood Tier just to play it in his face. Honestly, seems fine. Nah, we can just Dancing Blades and summon the Elegist. Don't think I'm too worried about him running away from the thing. This play also doesn't give away that we have the thing because we don't want to use like decline to use Bloodborne spell. I mean, he probably plays around anyway, but if he runs away, it should be fine. We should have more value on the deck. Exhuming Sands is a bit of an issue. The thing that, what's it called? Cataclysmic Vault that makes the tiles. Is it Cataclysmic Vault or something? If only this hit columns, and then we'd be so good against that card. He almost certainly is playing Lost in the Desert if he's playing Thunderhorn. But it's not an issue here. Okay. Just thank you for buffing our minion. Wow, what? That's aggressive. Huh. Interesting. I mean, so we place Blood Tier here. We could just play Blood Tier actually. Let's play for the Rush House. Ooh. Alright, so we'll play that. We'll run here for the Exhuming Sand stuff. Not that it really matters now, I don't think. So there's a lot of pressure. I can still see an argument to Blood Tiering over getting the 2-2, but we can Blood Tier next turn. Because we have the Spell Jammer, we don't have to worry about our cards, but... Cool. Alright, so that's 3-1 for the video. I think it was pretty good. That Magma game was a bit unfortunate, really. Just a couple too many double procs on the same fill with Adjudicator. So we ended up the same as we were. Awesome. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. If you want to get the deck list easy, you can go to my Twitch and exclamation deck, or you can just try and copy it down. Thank you very much for watching. Maybe I'll put the deck list in the description if I remember. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it. If you want the Reaver Small Commode, come to the Twitch and you can subscribe now with Twitch Prime or a normal sub. Or you can just come and chat in the... Anyway, you don't have to sub, of course. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, guys.